What's going on, YouTube and Spotify, and welcome back to the Pay Crew Podcast, Riftbound's number one hot new podcast, where we talk about our favorite pieces of shiny cardboard. I'm your host, Tazz, here with my co-host. We got Gentle Giant.
Hi.
And Kat. David Songbird.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just Jared.
Hello.
It's just Jared. We just got back from the regional qualifiers in Atlanta. We're filming this on Tuesday. Jared flew back on Sunday. The rest of us flew back on Monday. The Atlanta airport, by the way, is not it. I didn't have good experiences. And I saw other people on Twitter saying the same. But yeah, I landed at midnight, I think. Or did you land at midnight, Giant, on Thursday?
I landed at midnight. You were there at 11.
Okay. I landed at 11, and I landed in the furthest terminal from the baggage claim. And the tram was too full for anyone else to get on, so I had to walk. And I swear it was like 2 miles. It was a 25-minute walk to baggage claim. But yeah, Atlanta Airport was not it. But the regional qualifiers were it. We had a lot of fun. We all stayed at an Airbnb together, and 3 of us competed in the main event, and David and our buddy played in side events. And yeah, we had a good time.
Shout out Nate.
Yeah, shout out to Nate for sure. We stayed with David's local buddy Nate, who is now honorary pit crew. For sure.
True.
Especially after the
The
weekend.
Burger King.
The Burger King. Yeah, shout out to Nate. Nate, you're so fun. Nate's so funny. I love being around Nate. But yeah. So overall thoughts of the weekend. What did you guys think?
Giant first.
No.
Giant first.
Jared first.
Okay. I had a good time. My flight was late because I got there Friday. My flight was late, so I was a little rushed. And I had planned to play a good deck on Friday, get some tickets. But instead, I played Renata because I didn't have my other one built because the flight was late. But I had a good time. I'm actually kind of glad I played Renata because I was able to tweak some stuff for the main event. I didn't win very much games, but I had a good time. Played Time Warp a lot.
Did you have a double time warp turn? I forget if that was in the main event.
Yeah, in the main event, the first game I played, I had a double Time Warp, which is pretty great.
Nice.
Yeah, the main event was it was really fun. I didn't win a lot of games, but I was having a good time. Especially that first game that I played, like the deck was just cooking, and I got double Time Warp, and then the next time, I was able to push Renata to a battlefield with Bard and then tap her to score my winning point. So it was pretty tricky. I think that was that game. Anyway, so I just had, I don't know, it was just really cool. Most of the games I played, the deck just didn't do its thing. I think Renata gets some help in Unleashed. She just wasn't there yet in Spirit Forged. Yeah, but good time.
Yeah, I know you were saying like you feel like if you had locked in on it maybe like a month ago, like
Yeah,
I feel like you could have had a great shot at a best of.
definitely. I was
right?
No, I was one game short of being tied for best of. So I went 4-4.
Mm-hmm.
There was like, I actually don't know the exact amount of 5-3s, but there was a handful. Funny story though, I think the person that won the best of, they won it by, they had a bye and then they lost to Alan.
Yeah.
Alan ZQ, and then had several other buys. So their win rate, like the tiebreaker goes opponent's win rate. And so that being factored in as Alan ZQ just kind of, it just skyrocketed his opponent win rate because he didn't lose games.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure that's who got the best of Renata. So
yeah,
I mean, props to him for being in the right spot, at the right chair.
It was kind of cool because in this event there was that website, I guess, that someone made where you can track the best ofs. Like it showed the top 10 of every legend and the players. Did you guys like having that? Like going for best? Because okay, so just broad overview. I was playing Azir in the main event, not necessarily because I was going for best of Azir, but more it was I kind of got into the event unexpectedly, so I wasn't prepared. It was just the deck I knew best. But Giant on Yasuo, Jared on Renata, both going for best ofs. I liked it because I wasn't like it was just kind of cool to see my name because I like won the first couple of rounds, so I was high up on there and it was just cool to see. But I knew I wasn't really going for best of. But you guys who were going for it, did you like looking at the standings or not like it? Like in Vegas, Giant, you were going for it and it was blind. Like we were walking around looking to see how many Yasuos there were, but we didn't know until the next day that you had secured it. This one, you can check every round, like who's in the running, who's in the running. Did that change things for you?
I think it's good and bad. For me, I liked it. But that's mostly because I started out 4-0. So I was like top 3. But then I got pooped on after that. But I liked it, yeah. It was nice to be able to check to see where everybody's at, but not even just for me, just like every legend. Like, yo, Darius for some reason has 11 people or however many it was going into day 2. Like, it was just cool to see all the stats of how people were doing.
Yeah, as a spectator, I think it's super cool.
Yeah.
Be able to get hyped about who's doing what, and maybe even get some name recognition for people that are playing these low performing champions. You can kind of see the battles going on there. I don't remember it. I never even looked at it. As a competitor, I didn't want to know until it got to the point where, like, if I'm just totally out of contention, I would just drop. So I didn't really look until then, and then at that point, I don't know. It was. I think it was good to see, but I kind of like not knowing because then I just play without thinking about it. I don't know.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's like another distraction.
Yeah. Yeah, it can build like pressure too. I get that.
Unnecessary pressure. At least
because you don't really. It's not something you have any control over. So I think maybe it just takes up some brain space that you don't need. I don't know. But then it also allows you to, in a weird way, if you could use it to kind of scout your opponent and go look at their table, see what's happening there. Not sure if that's a good thing or not, but
it was interesting because like this time I think it was the first time where when they did the pairings, you could not in where it showed you your table and opponent, but if you like typed in your name, you could see the deck your opponent was playing, like before you sat down. And I don't know if that was
like that.
Not.
I think that's a bad feature.
I don't think you should do that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think unless there's open deck lists, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just introduces the opportunity for someone to cheat, by side decking towards it, something like that.
Oh,
which obviously,
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, obviously, like that's risky because they could get deck checked or whatever. But I think it's a bad idea. Unless we have open deck lists, then I think it's fine.
It's fine, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
for you guys in the event, did any of you get deck checked, or how does that even? It's just random, right? Like one.
I got side deck checked, not full deck.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. I never heard of that.
The people next to me did get deck checked one of the rounds, but I only got side deck checked.
I see. Is it quick?
Yeah, it took like 5 seconds.
Okay. Side deck would be super fast. The full deck, I think, does take a little longer. I haven't seen it in Riftbound, but I've seen it for other card games. It takes a little bit. But they give you a time extension and whatnot.
They take your deck and they take it to wherever and they look at it and they put it in order. So all your cards are back in order.
Yeah, so you have to shuffle
gross, bro. Bro, I would love for there to be like a card machine shuffler that doesn't like ruin your cards and just. I hate shuffling my deck. I feel like I lose to myself all the time.
Me too.
It's like, please take it out of my hand. Take it out of my control.
That's why, like, when my opponents shuffle my deck for me, I'm like, yeah, please.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
please do.
Well,
Yeah.
God, the weekend's like a blur, and I forget who like I talked to about what, but I remember someone was saying that they felt like their opponent was shuffling their deck and looking at
That was
their
my
cards.
friend,
Yeah, that's yeah. You
my
gotta.
friend.
I don't know. I heard some story. Did you guys hear anything crazy over the weekend, or see any cheating behavior?
After
Yep.
after that story with looking at the cards, I had my next opponent shuffled my deck, and I was like eyeing it. I was like, all right, we're good.
Yeah,
We're
like
good.
looking at the bottom card.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, seriously, it's something I don't know. Like, it's something I wouldn't even think of until your buddy said it, Giant.
Yeah.
But that's like a real thing. You kind of have to watch out for some sketchy stuff at these events. I feel like, which sucks to say, but it's real. Like, these are real things that people may do. But Giant, did you want to do a quick overview of your main event experience?
Yeah, it was. I started off hot. Like, I mean, like kind of. But like part of that's because I had a bye, and then I had a no-show. So it's like,
yeah, it's pretty hot.
I actually only had to win 2 games in a row, and then I was 4-0.
Right.
I was feeling really good, but then I went against. So I beat a Draven and I beat a Darius. The Darius game was crazy.
Oh, that's right.
Game 1. So he was playing Trifarian Warcamp. Game 1, it was very like we didn't go to combat once. It was just like scoring points. I guess we did go to combat. I was just killing his tiny units, but he was mostly just building up in his base the whole time. And I was just getting points, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't remember the exact like point situation, but I ended up with my Yasuo on one side, and he moved every single one of his units onto Trifarian Warcamp, and he had I don't know exactly what it was. It was somewhere
50.
between like 48 and like 52, something in there, might on that battlefield, and then he passed turn, and with just my Yasuo, so my green Yasuo had purple boots. With just Yasuo, I killed actually Teemo. There was a one might Teemo that also helped. Killed the entire battlefield.
The Teemo, the purple Teemo's a goat.
Yeah.
Because I also had a Zonia's.
So how'd you do it?
I ganked over, killed one with Yasuo ability, and then let myself die, which meant I could kill like another person. Like another person in a small unit, like whatever. I could deal all my might to another 2 units. I think it was 2. And I died. And then I last breathed, which readies me, and killed another unit. And then I went back in and killed another unit with my Yasuo ability. And then I rode the wind, went out, went back in, killed another unit, rode the wind a second time. And before I went back in, I sent in my Teemo to trade with a recruit. And then I went back in with my Yasuo, killed another unit with his ability. And I was able to get over it by 1 might.
This was in game. Was this in game 3
might.
or game 1?
This was game 1.
Oh, okay, because I walked over when you were sitting down, like, and you and your opponent were shuffling, and you guys were like talking back and forth. Like, I could tell something happened, so I wasn't sure if that was game 3. But yeah, that's like a story that
dude,
both of you guys like he's telling his buddies about it.
Yeah,
like what you did. Oh my god.
And after it happened, like he was like dumbfounded. He was just like, "There's no way," and I was like, like I was like the meme, like you know, like I was like, "How did I just?"
That'll be a good thumbnail. Good.
Yeah, I was gonna say thumbnail.
But that I remember when you were saying that, because it got me thinking. Like, if I was in that situation, I remember asking you, how much of that do you plan ahead? And you're like, okay, I'm going to ride the wind and I'm going to get these units, and how much are you just kind of like, I know that I can do this and thin a bunch from this battlefield. Let's just like see where it goes. Like, when did you realize, you know what I mean? Do you plan it out, or is it like just kind of see where it goes?
Right.
Or was it like game break, like end of the game, you have to do this or else you lose?
Yeah, I had to clear him. Otherwise he wins. He was at 7 points holding to win.
Yeah, so it's just about like get as far as you can.
Yeah, and like I knew I had the cards that like would help me do it with the double ride and the last breath and the Zonias. But I had no idea if I would actually be able to. It was when I used my second ride the wind to come back, I almost just went right back in, but I realized I had a Timo. That's when I like actually did the math if I could do it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been in positions like that with Azir where it's like I know I can send a bunch to one battlefield and then Azir over to the other one and pull everything, and I don't know how much is going to be, but like they're on 7 and I have to clear it. So like I'll send everything in and they're like, all right, how much might is that? And I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like I don't know yet. Like let's count it together and see. But yeah, there are definitely plays where you just kind of full send because you have to, and then others that you kind of have to calculate. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that was your third round?
Fourth. So that put me at 4-0. And that was like at one of the, I think I was table 3 or something. Like I was top in the freaking, on one of the top tables. After that, I went against an Aurelia player and it felt impossible. Like I've heard of some Yasuo, not even some. I've heard Gale say that Aurelia is free, but I talked to some other Yasuo players and stuff, and I don't think you can beat the Aurelia player if they play correctly. I don't think it's even possible.
It's got to be tough.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it is possible, but the biggest issue was he saw Stellacorn all 3 games right at the start. He also turn 2, he went first. Game 1, he went first. Turn 2, he played an Adaptatron. This dude was main decking an Adaptatron. Now, did he side it in because he knew I was playing Yasuo, or I don't know.
I did hear several people talking about bringing in like one-ofs for gear hate.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not impossible that it was main decked.
And I just got, especially, it blew me out of the water.
Yeah.
And then after that, he was drawing his Stellacorns. I didn't see a single Stellacorn, and so it was just like,
yeah.
That's how that really goes
it can't be free because there's going to be a pretty significant percentage of the time where you're not seeing Stellacorn and they do, or they see it first.
Right.
And then that's like a big decider. So I don't see how it could be free.
And a big part of the new Yasuo deck is gear.
Yeah.
And so being able to destroy it really hurts. And then, so I lost that one. And then after that, I lost to a Draven. That one was really close. But once again, I don't think I saw a single Stellacorn. My Stellacorn luck throughout the day was horrible.
Yeah.
It really sucked. But that one was competitive. The dude was really cool. He had like this spreadsheet for side decking. Like he mapped it all out for every matchup. He just had it all like in this situation.
Some, like, mulligan
it was
notes
this
too.
Huge spreadsheet. And he was like, yeah, I do this at big tournaments because it saves him so much mental like fatigue.
We should do that. Probably. Yeah. Like that's a good idea.
And mulligan notes too would be good.
Yeah. Anyway, he was really cool. He was gonna send like the thing to me so I could make my own spreadsheet, but I never got his information. And then after that, I played against an Ezreal, and 90% sure he cheated, and that ended my run. So,
do you want to go into why?
Should I?
You could be like broad strokes of like the idea.
Just like just not paying for everything.
Yeah, he wasn't paying for stuff how he was supposed to. And it was the end of the day, bro, and I'm so mentally fatigued already. It's really hard for me to pay attention to his plays while I'm also trying to make my best plays. And I was really I caught him the first time he did it. And instead of him being like, "Oh, sorry," or like look at his cards and then like realize he was wrong, he didn't even like think twice. He just immediately tapped 2 more runes.
Yeah. Yeah, like he was waiting.
And that was when that happened, I was like, that's really weird.
Yeah. Red flag.
And then right after that, he played 2 seals for free. Yeah. And me, like, I just let him do it, and I shouldn't have. And I should have called the judge as soon as I thought he was cheating, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely learned from that experience. No longer am I just going to let people like do things that I know they can't. Like if I think someone's being sketchy, I'm calling a judge. Like I lost because of that. And he did it again, by the way, while Jared was watching. The same exact thing. And I didn't catch him that time. And he won the game because of it.
Brutal.
So, yeah. So that kind of put me at a... That was pretty sad. But it is what it is. I can now move on from Yasuo. I think I'm done playing him. Who knows? Maybe eventually I'll be like, I miss playing Yasuo and go back. But for now, I'm moving on.
07 Yasuo.
That's sad though, because you've played Yasuo for so long. All right, so we've been playing, I think I've said this in a podcast episode before, but we've been playing, I think, since August of last year when half of set 1 was out. Maybe a little bit more than half, I think, of set 1 was out. On Tabletop Simulator with all the imported cards. And Giant was on Yasuo like day 1.
He was on Leona first.
I was on Leona.
Really?
Actually, first, I was on Volibear.
Volibear, yeah.
That's true,
I was on Volley, then I was on Leona, and then I was on Yasuo.
On the Yas.
I think the Volibear might have been before we pulled you guys in.
I think so.
Remember.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and then I think that my first game ever playing, I just was learning what to do, and then the second one ever was a 2v2, and you guys played Dazzle Volibear and something else, and I was like, yeah, I'm never playing 2v2 again. This sucks. I hate this. Yeah, all right. That is brutal though. Yeah. So watch your opponent. Lessons learned. Yeah. Watch your opponents, count their energy, make sure the plays are clean. It's hard to do though, because it is a long day.
Yeah, and if you don't know cards, read them, and even if it's not malicious, right? Sometimes people are just wrong.
Yeah.
This is a pretty complex game, or sometimes they miscount or they slip up with their stuff. So it's even if they're not cheating intentionally or anything like that, just pay attention so that you can help them.
True.
There were several times. Maybe I shouldn't do this, but there were several times throughout the weekend where somebody would conquer with a plundering Poro, and then not get their gold, and I'd be like, "Hey, don't forget your gold."
Yeah, I would do that too.
Things like that.
I would do that.
There was several times where they did that, or things like that happened, and I would let them know, which isn't actually. I think it probably is technically necessary in the rules to do that, because you're supposed to keep track of everybody's triggered. Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's just good to pay attention to the game at all times. It's exhausting.
It is. Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. I also don't. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say to get into how your side events went, but get your thought first.
I was just going to piggyback on that.
Yeah.
I think I'm also just way too nice, because I did side events, and I did the Saturday, I don't know what it's called, event.
Super Saturday challenge.
Super Saturday.
Something like that.
Yeah. That.
Which is worth a ton of tickets.
Yeah, a ton of tickets. I did not get any tickets because I scrubbed out. But on one of the games, I played a Lux player, and I felt like he was slow playing me. And he did apologize. We had a point discrepancy issue where he thought I was at 5 points, and clearly on my little tablet, I was at 6 points for 3 turns. So we called the judge. Judge goes over. He's like, "You're gonna have to rewind everything and go play by play." And then me and him look at each other. We're like, "Do we really want to do this?" And he's like, "Nah, exactly."
Yeah.
But after that judge call, I mentioned we kind of have to go faster. We're taking way too long. We were still on game number 1, and it was 30 minutes left on the clock. I'm like, "Are we gonna get to do 2 more games after this?" Probably not. But his first beginning turns were also really slow.
Yeah.
And he apologized while he was taking those turns, saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm taking a while." And I'm like, "Oh no, don't worry about it. Do your thing."
I'm the same way.
But then, I feel like I don't know what to do.
No, I get that.
Because they're not bad people,
right?
But they're just,
I
don't know.
Some of them are.
So, yeah,
I didn't know.
I think. I like to believe that most people are good. Aurelia, Aurelia took
Yes.
ever.
And it was after the first game. Like the first game, it didn't take that long. Like it did take kind of long, but he played so slow. Game 2, we didn't even get to game 3, and there were only 2 minutes left on the clock when we finished game 2. Like he played so slow game 2, and it was intentional. That guy was weird. Like I hope he watches this. I don't like him.
No.
Like he was weird.
What round? What round?
And
That was the 5th round, right? You were 4-0? Yeah.
Yeah.
5th round, day 1,
Was
main
that the-
event.
He was
that
way
one
too
where they-
Called
cheerful.
out. Oh,
Your turn, buddy.
Sometimes I worry that I'm like that. I don't know how
No,
it
you
comes
weren't
off.
like that. Trust me, you weren't like
I hope
that.
not.
That guy was. Everyone at our tables kept looking at him, bro. He was super weird. I didn't like the way he was acting.
Wait, do you remember his name?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up because I played against a really cheerful Aurelia on day 2. But I
We can
really
look at it
liked
later.
it. Yeah, I hope it's not the same guy because that would make me really sad. Because this guy was awesome. I also played like the worst game ever, and he was really nice about. Oh no, he was a Draven player. Never mind, can't be the same guy.
Boom.
But what you were saying, David, reminded me of 2 things. One, it's something Giant and I talked about, and it's about like letting players take things back. When like they really shouldn't be, but like it's kind of like you're not going to call a judge for it. It's really just like if you say yeah, they'll do it. If you say no, they won't. In an event like this, I lean towards saying no, only because I think of it this way. I'm the type of person that I'm not going to ask to take things back when I want to. In that environment, I'm just not even going to ask. So if you have that mindset for yourself, that where you're not even asking, then you're putting yourself at 100% disadvantage because you're going to be playing against some people that might ask. And if you say yes to them, then there's only going to be situations where you're letting other people take things back and never a situation where you're taking something back because you're never going to ask. So you're setting yourself at like a baseline disadvantage by opening the door to other people doing it. So if you're just always consistently saying, I'm never going to ask for takebacks and I'm never going to grant them, then I think that's just like a good rule to have. But it feels mean, but I feel like you just have to do it. It's just the way it is.
You do.
At what
me,
point?
It's go ahead.
So at what point is it a take back, right? Because there was
Yeah.
actually a couple. There was a little bit of during the finals.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of people getting mad about takebacks,
Yeah.
and I think some of them were like, "Okay, dude, chill. that was not really a take back. Like we're still in the middle of this action or whatever." There was one I remember where he paid for and then put the Kaisa down on the board.
Yeah.
And then moved both units onto the battlefield. He didn't take his hands off
Yeah,
of
he
them,
was
but then he
holding it,
pulled them
Prismatic.
back. Yeah, he pulled it back, untapped all the runes, picked up the Kaisa
Unrecycled one.
again.
He unrecycled
Yeah,
one.
unrecycled one.
Yeah.
Which he ended up playing it again. I think he still played
Yeah,
the Kaisa.
he made the same play. Yeah.
Yeah. So like really doesn't matter. But is that too far?
Oh, that's a good question
Or-
because I don't consider that a take back unless he's
Right?
passing
Because
focus.
no priority. Yeah, no priority
Yeah,
was
I
passed.
agree.
I think what I was calling takebacks is more like maybe better termed as like a rewind or like,
Uh-huh.
can I do this instead or can I go to this battlefield instead after it's already done? A take, yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not no game knowledge has been shared and no decisions have been made, if they just are kind of, putting units to a battlefield and saying like they're still figuring it out, then I'm okay with it. I don't
Yeah.
know though.
I don't know,
I
maybe
think
I'm in the
agree.
minority on that. Like, even though, like, sure, he didn't take his hands off, I feel like it's weird. I don't know. I feel like if you're
I think-
playing down a card and like paying for it, like that should be it. Like you can think about it before you play it, right? You have all the time. This is untimed rounds in the top 8. You have all the time to think about it before you actually pay for the card. Take your time.
Yeah.
I think I lean with taking it back, but I can definitely see for that one specifically. I didn't see any other ones that were like people were complaining, oh, they're ticked back, or they like. I remember there was one where it was during a stack deck. He got the 3 cards right, and then he placed one on top of his deck face down, and then like a second later picked it back up, and then looked at his cards and was doing that.
Oh, I missed that.
Like,
yeah.
so I didn't think that one was that big a deal because like you could obviously see that he didn't switch cards or anything like that, and he didn't. Like the other two were still in his hand. So I didn't think that was a big deal, but people were like, "Whoa," about it.
Yeah.
Okay, supposed to draw it right instead of.
Well, no.
Just
I mean that's what you would do. Like you would take it, you would put that one down on your hand, and then like he added it to his hand. The hand was still on the table.
His deck, sorry.
Did I say?
He did
I might have said deck.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Sorry, no. He put it down onto his hand that was on the face down on the table
Yeah.
with the other cards in his hand. Then he picked it back up, and I don't know if he picked a different one or not, but
Yeah, that's kind of weird. But that are you saying that was Prismat?
no, that was
or just
Coco. Is that
okay?
Yeah.
That I think they were just like locked in, and I don't think they were cheating. But that's something I could see someone doing to cheat.
Yeah.
So that I don't know. I would watch out for that for sure.
Yeah.
Some
people are pretty crazy with sleight of hand, but I don't think
True.
that one was. We could see it on video, but
yeah. Anything else, David, or any other stories about that side of it?
No, not that I could think of.
Yeah.
It was a good event. It was fun. Wish I got some tickets. Didn't get. I got tickets the first day. I got like 14. Donated them to the Burger King, of course. We got him a medal set. All right.
That's dope.
So now he has 2 medal cards. He has Volley Bear from Vegas, and now Set
Huge.
Kingpin, or not Kingpin, but Set the boss.
Yeah.
When Katarina comes out, I need a medal Katarina.
Yeah, we'll have to grind for that. The grind's hard though, and this is something I was also thinking. Dude, everyone's getting better at Riftbound. Have you guys like noticed? Like just like across the board, people are just better.
Yeah.
Like very noticeable, especially because I'm lucky enough that I went to Houston, RQ, Vegas, and Atlanta. So kind of got to see that environment and like the players that go there and play a bunch of people, not just at my locals. Kind of separated by like considerable amounts of time, like months apart, and see like the evolution of players. People are a lot better. Like these side events are no joke. Like
Yeah.
the Nexus nights, like the games were rough.
Yeah, dude. To like quickly piggyback off that, like the finals at Atlanta were insane. Like
Yeah,
they
that
were.
was really fun to
so
watch.
It was so
good.
cool. I was on my plane, and it took off. It took off, and I lost service when he pushed in the Forerunner.
Oh,
I watched it when it ran through. Yeah.
When they were at 7-7.
Yeah.
What a cliffhanger.
So I watched it when I landed.
Oh my god, the whole flight. I guess it was kind of a short flight for you at least.
Yeah.
You're probably like Prismat with his hair. Like,
We were
He's got to figure that out.
he needs the L'Oreal.
He needs to wear a
clip.
hat.
I'm telling you,
So he
he's
can-
massaging. No, he's massaging his brain to make it work better.
Firing the neurons.
We all
bro.
need to do the same thing.
I took that as a lesson learned because I always think about how I would play on stream, and I feel like I would always be aware that I'm on stream. But like when you're doing something like that, like you can tell he's locked in, like he's in his own world, he's in that game, and I want to be able to be like that. I want to have
won.
Yeah, and he won. It's like that's just how
Like
I don't I don't know what
uh,
I do in that situation because you do it subconsciously. Like you guys probably know, but I don't. Just from playing.
You're like a statue.
We haven't played in person enough.
That's true.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, the
I
finals.
like the Sam D.
wild.
Sherman.
And see
the
Rock,
rock back. Yeah.
It's like everyone's got to have these mannerisms where it's just like that's them being locked in. Like they're not aware that they're on camera, or I don't know. I would be, and I feel like I would probably misplay because of it. And then I'd be worried that like all of stream saw me misplay. And then now I'm thinking about stream watching and talking about me misplaying, and oh wait, now I have to make my turn, and 30 seconds have already gone by.
You seem like you're a leg shaker.
I'm definitely a leg shaker for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were
What do you
watching.
guys
We
do with
went
your
to
hand?
do what?
Like when you're holding your cards, what do you do?
So I like to, for whatever reason, I like to look at my hand like vertically, like this.
I like how
When
David
I'm
holds
looking
his
at,
hand.
I like to do this. I don't know
Wait,
why.
what do I do?
He holds it like almost like
Yeah.
that. But maybe you do it better than me.
I hold it in a fist.
I put my cards down a lot. On the
I do
I
table.
like
something
that a
though
lot.
that I know you hate, Jared.
Yeah.
You snap the cards.
I definitely not like the hand shuffle that people do like very loudly, but like when I'm making very calculated plays, I'll like slowly like do it one at a time and like snap them down a little so they get like a little
Get the
flick,
click on the table.
and it makes
Yeah.
it feel more precise. I swear. I
do
like
too,
okay,
I
I'm
do
gonna do
too.
that, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do that, and that's my play. And pass turn. But Jared, this weekend,
I'm over here like
not
frick
talking
this
about
guy.
me. He's like, I hate when people do this, and I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, oh my god, I do that.
We
No,
talked about
and-
it and like, go ahead.
Like, and I know it's not a big deal, right? It's just like I know in my head
It's like a
this
little
person is
peeve.
a great person. It's okay
Yeah.
that they're doing this, but you know, it is with I don't like it.
We talked about it and like people do like the crazy shuffle where they just like are somehow going. I don't even know how they do it.
Yeah.
But then I'm just over here like swapping one card back and forth.
I'm just like they're like
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah, same.
okay, this is as fast as I can
I'm
go.
like, over here, and then this one over here. And then... I'm trying to think though. If I have any pet peeves, I don't know why. I don't like when people pass turn by saying "say go." Do you guys play those people?
Oh,
I
that
I had that a
makes-
few times. I had that twice
I don't
actually.
know where it comes
weekend.
from. Yeah,
And I don't like it either.
it's like a little, but it's like one of those little things. Like it's just like a
I usually say go ahead.
go.
I
And
usually
that's my
say
Pass
favorite.
or go ahead.
I say I'm like that.
You're
I'm like,
such a
nerd. And they're
The
like,
turn is
wait,
now
do-
yours.
Pass turn.
Do you guys do the hand
go.
thing?
Yes,
You
I
mean now-
definitely
yeah,
do.
I do it.
Pass
I do
turn,
too.
Pass turn.
The whole like.
Yeah.
So we gotta start dabbing people.
We
up
gotta
when
have
do
like
that,
we
bro.
have to have like a pit crew trademark thing.
True.
Like we just go like
Good enough. Your turn.
yeah, that's good. Squiggity squoo, pass the turn to you.
Dude, if we
Is that what we all do? And then
you from the pit crew.
because it's funny because so we have I don't have mine on me, but we have our pit crew playmats. That's like our banner. And it was so funny playing separate people at the event and being like, yo, I just played your buddy. And it's like, oh, point him out. Which one? Like that one. Like, oh, I just played that guy.
Yeah, I showed a few people. They were like, "Oh, same thing." I was like, "Oh, are you like blah blah blah?" And or somebody asked me if I was a San Antonio loco.
Oh, that's me.
Did I just tell you what
We
I
got a lot of those. We got a lot of locals in San Antonio for sure.
Local man.
Or maybe he's in Vegas. One of the
Yeah.
two. And I pointed at whoever's face it was, either you or David.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yeah, that guy."
It's so funny. Do you guys have any other pet peeves that people do when playing? I'm trying to think.
When they win, that's
Yeah.
definitely one that I
I hate when they do that. Arthur Fist.
I can't think of anything. I mean, it's mostly for me. It's just slow playing.
Yeah,
I hate it when people take forever. It actually makes like it really frustrates me.
I do that too. Oh no.
But
I
no,
did
no,
feel bad because I was very I don't know I got my competitor badge on Friday. Like I thought it was just admission. So I didn't think I was competing. I found out I had the ability to compete by getting a hookup for a badge on Friday, and so I felt unprepared. So I felt my turns were really not
You
like
did have a
slow
lot of
playing,
long games.
but yeah, I definitely could have played faster and was used to playing faster, but I was just out of practice and just like unfamiliar with some things,
Yeah.
and some things that would just be reflexive or like guarantees when I was playing often or prepared, I just couldn't do. So I did feel bad. I don't think it impacted anything, but I did have some game ones go like 25 minutes and felt like I
way-
contributed to it.
The way that I think about it, it's like there are going to be big plays where you do need to take a long time.
Right.
Like it will happen. Even like I do it too. Like these pivotal plays where it's like I need this to work and I need to see if I can make it work. So that's fine. But like, if you don't want to go to time, then that means that the rest of your play needs to be a little bit quicker so that you can have those long turns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In my head for this event, I was thinking multiple times where if our games did go to tie, like a tie situation, I was just going to give it up. In certain games where I felt like I was this like way slower one. Not normally I would do that, but just because I was like coming in unprepared and having those longer games where I felt like the time was weighed way too heavily on my side, I would have done that. It never happened, but it was something that crossed my mind. But yeah, you have to be quick in those like easy turns, so you can take your time on those ones you kind of have to go into the tank.
Yeah. I think that is wrong in a big tournament like this.
Yeah, no, for sure.
No matter what the situation is in a big tournament, I don't think you should think like that.
You're right.
The opponent can call a judge if they feel like you're taking too long.
Right.
And they should call a judge if they think you're taking too long.
True.
It's definitely awkward, but they should. I had one.
Have you guys ever done that?
No, but I decided that I would after. It actually wasn't Riftbound.
How would you do it?
I would tell them. I thought about this a lot. Okay, because not in Riftbound, but in Flesh and Blood, the last like big Flesh and Blood event I went to, I was playing a deck. I'm trying to think of what it'd be similar to. Let's say it's like Detonate Draven, where like you're kind of slow at the beginning, but at the end you set up this unbreakable combo, right? Like you can literally set up a loop that is your opponent can't do anything. And so I'm playing this deck, and I told him at the very beginning, because he's playing a fatigue deck that actually tries to just slow you down and then win over time. So I told him that, hey, this game will go to time. We need to play fast. And he was reading all my cards, and he was like doing all this stuff, and I should have called the judge.
Yeah.
I definitely after that game was done, I was like, man, I am not letting that happen again. And so I think it's important to communicate with your opponent as early as possible about it if you suspect slow play.
Yeah.
And then like say I need to call a judge because I think you're playing too slow or something like that. After you've already communicated it multiple times, then you can call the judge and be like, hey, slow play, blah blah blah.
I think that's
and then let them handle it from there.
That's the biggest thing I learned from this is I need to utilize judges in certain situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as you have a question that like you think maybe a judge should be called, just raise your hand. Like don't even. Yeah.
I think I would have to. I hate confrontation, so I think I would have to like call a judge over and be like, "Hey, I know we're getting low on time. Can you just keep us both honest?" Like I would have to do something indirect.
It's too late. If you're already getting low on time, it's too late.
Yeah.
Like if you have a game one that goes 30 minutes, maybe that's where you call a judge and be like, hey, we just had a game one go 30 minutes. It's like both of our faults. Can you keep us more honest in game 2 and 3?
It's too late at that point. Like 30 minutes isn't enough time to play 2 games, right?
Yeah.
Well, like Jared said, if they're taking too long, you gotta say something to them first.
Yeah, early.
Call a judge.
Definitely early.
I'm gonna need a game action here.
And yeah, you might sound like a little bit of an a-hole to them, and they'll go to their buddies and be like, "Man, this guy played against this guy. He was rushing me." But
yeah.
And then you can do this.
I'm saying what I'm saying now, but all it would take is like one tie or loss to time that I would have won where it matters, and my opinion's going to completely flip on it. Yeah. Like I'm going to be like, I'm going to call a judge and be like, this guy's a slow player.
That's my experience with like the cheating situation.
Yeah.
Like don't wait to have a bad experience to do it. Like just yeah.
I did have an interesting experience with the judge. I told David about this where I played a discipline and my opponent gusted the unit. So like in reaction, so it was before they would get the +2, and it got gusted because I couldn't get it over, and I couldn't get it over 3 might, and I was like, I go to draw because you still draw from the discipline even though it doesn't, the unit's not there anymore. It's on the chain. You're going to do as much as you can, and my opponent kind of like had a reaction to it. And I was like, oh, I still draw, and I was explaining why, And I could tell he was like, all right. And the judge was walking by behind me. So it was like, let's just ask for confirmation. Because I knew it was right, but I didn't want him thinking I cheated him or something. So the judge was like, oh, yeah, you just do as much as you can, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, okay, so we're good. We go to start playing again. And the judge turns around and he goes, but I can go double check if you want. And I was like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? You just made the correct ruling, and now you're planting a seed of doubt back into my opponent's mind that this isn't how it works. And my opponent was like, no, it sounds right, whatever. But like he started walking away and then came back. Yeah. But overall, judging's hard.
I appealed the judge call during.
Oh, really? I don't remember this.
During the event, yeah. It was not a very interesting judge call. So in round 7, I had a bye because my opponent just didn't show up because I think they were a Draven player, and they had just went to X3, so they just left.
Yeah.
So I had a no-show for that one, and the judge came over and said that I should enter it as a 1-0, not a 2-0. Which I was like, that's not right. So I appealed it. I was like, do you mind if I appeal that? And so she went and asked and then came back, and I was right. Unfortunately, there was also another Renata right next to me, so they also got the 2-0 instead of the 1-0.
No.
But I mean, that's just right.
That's like a weird thing to just make up. I wonder if they had like a miscommunication, or they were thinking about doing that at the event, and some judges heard it and then they changed their minds. Yeah. That's like weird to just do.
They gave a reasoning for it. They said because you're not going to go to a game 2, which again, I mean, it's just wrong. So
yeah,
no reason to argue that much. So
yeah,
but they got it corrected. I'm sure, to be honest, I think as they're going and doing their like best of calculations and like plate ranking calculations, they probably are able to identify 1-0s and just like fix it in the system. But
true.
No.
True.
Not so. Maybe it doesn't even matter.
You know what I don't even know if we have time. If we don't, we can move on. But you know what we should bring up if we have time?
What?
Our idea for the ticket system.
Oh yeah.
And Riot for sure watches our podcast because we're huge.
Yeah. True.
Use our idea.
We did say it. We did fix everything.
And literally.
Out at RQ.
Yeah, we always
entire.
Yeah.
Do you want to kick it off? I forget who we were talking to about that. Was it just?
I think it was just us talking.
Yeah.
I think I was there, but I don't remember it, to be honest.
Well, a big issue is like that. Clearly, that everyone's having is like there's selling tickets going, like all these issues with tickets are happening, right? And there's also like it takes forever to go get your tickets and then go to the prize wall, count your tickets, blah blah blah. So a fix could be having a QR code on each badge.
Yeah.
When you get your badge, you scan the QR code, you sign into your account. That badge is now connected to your account. And now every ticket can be digital.
Yep.
Which just speeds up everything. It stops selling tickets, like it stops sharing tickets. It literally fixes everything. I don't see a single problem with it.
Because a big issue is since they nerfed the on-demand so much, it's buffing group play and grouping tickets to where now if you want one of those like sought after metal cards, you have to be in a pool of people that are pooling them together, probably playing like 2v2s or free-for-alls with a 8 stack and just playing fast, everyone, getting the tickets and just spamming those, pooling them all together and then getting one. But like,
unless you're that guy that got two Aries.
Yeah, true. There is a San Antonio local. His name is John. He's a goat. He plays Draven. He's very good. And he was just running through the competitive 1v1s where it used to be 24 tickets if you went 3-0. Now it's 12. He was getting to the final round and asking his opponents to split. So it would be 6 and 6 so they can just queue up for another one. I think he said 3 or 4 people. Most people would say, yeah, 3 or 4 people said no. And then he 2-0'd them all, which has got to feel good. Like, oh, you want to split? Nah, let's play it out. And then it's just like 2-0. All right, bye. I'm going to take all the tickets now. Yeah.
I did that in Vegas with one of the events where I was at the end and I had to go to the bathroom. I was like, and I think we had gotten to time in the round. I was like, do you just want to split? And so I kind of got to go to the bathroom. He's like, no, let's play it out. And I think he was playing, maybe he was Yi or something like that. And he had Dead Bloom in his hand. And I think he was confident that he had it in the bag. Yeah. And I was playing Ezreal and just blew up his whole board. and then he lost, and so I just took my tickets and left.
Yeah, later. But yeah,
Sorry,
that would
bud.
help. That would help a lot. Everyone would get their own tickets. You can earn it. They dish it out in your phone. You know, they see or through your badge. Everyone can earn their own. They could also revise how tickets are like the distributing for events, because now they don't have to worry about people grouping and splitting and selling. Like, and they could make the rewards better.
They would have to make it better, because there's going to be way less like metal tickets. Like nobody's going to be able to get them. Very few people will be able to get metal tickets.
Yeah, it'll go way slower.
One problem I do see potentially is sharing badges, but I don't think I don't really seeing that be that big of an issue. I don't even know where that would like come in play, but that's just something that
do you think
could happen.
Like when you go to the prize wall, like could you still scan badges? Like multiple badges to get a metal card?
Like with a
or would it have to be just
no? They
one
would
badge?
probably have to require one badge.
Yeah,
and have all the tickets,
like one
right?
transaction.
Yeah, and they definitely have to work on the.
Because I think that selling is a big issue. Because people can just go and just buy a bunch of tickets and get things quicker. But it would make the event a lot more fun if you felt like you had a chance at getting an RE. Yeah, but you have to play for it yourself. Because it almost feels like if you're a solo player, you could be really good, but still not stand a chance against these people grouping.
Just want to be able to get past
does it make the event not fun at all if you're not that good at the game? It could. They might not get any tickets.
I think so, but there are good, like the metal cards, like at least in Houston, the vibe was like they're sought after and there weren't that many. And like it took a little bit of skill and like a little bit of luck to get one. Which I think is good, because there are other good prizes. Like a ticket is a pack of Origins. That's dope. Like if you only get 20 tickets and you can't afford a metal card, but you get 20, you get a box almost of Origins, like that's really good. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they would allow group buying. I don't know.
Maybe. But it's something to think about.
It'd be the same exact situation as now in that case.
Yeah.
You could still sell your tickets.
Sell their badge, or sell their scans.
You just walk up with the person and they pay you after.
Yeah.
That's true. So no.
But I don't know. I don't think it's really feasible to do the digital tickets. Like it could be cool. I think it would be nice if it just like sped up the process of like event registration to cashing out the ticket, like getting the tickets. Mm-hmm. If like somehow automated all that, it'd be great. But yeah.
In your guys' mind, sorry, go ahead. No, I just want to know, what is one ticket worth to you guys? Actually, we know it's like one ticket is an Origins pack, which is like $12.
Yeah,
but is it actually that?
So at the beginning of an event, when Ari's still available, how much does Ari sell for?
Well, I see they're listed at 5K. I don't know if there's
if it's 5,000, right? Then each ticket's worth like 100 something, right? With
my brain is still fried from the weekend. I cannot do math.
I don't know where my calculator is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know people were selling tickets. Like the general rule of thumb was like if Ari and like a couple of the other top like Ari, Kaisa, MF are available, it's like $35 a ticket. Once they're gone, it's like $25 a ticket, and then once like a bunch of stuff's gone, it goes down to like 15 to 20 a ticket is what people were buying them for.
Yeah. So like if Ari is available, each ticket is technically worth $125. Now selling an RE, like obviously they're like you factor in like work in it, so it wouldn't actually pay $125 probably. Otherwise you could just go buy the RE.
Yeah.
So it's definitely less than 125, but technically that's the value of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it is actually worth $5,000. But I heard some people trying to sell them for like 60 or.
That's crazy. That's wild.
Yeah.
But I guess you're right. I mean, if you're evaluating it properly, maybe not, but I don't know. Then you still got to sell it.
Crazy. Yeah.
But the whole idea of pricing is something I want to talk about, but it kind of ties into my event. So I played a Zier, got into the competition, was able to compete day 1. And my goal was to make it day 2, and I did make day 2 at this event, which was super hype. I played Lucian, Darius, or I got a bye, played a Lucian in one, played a Darius in one, played an Aurelia and a Victor back-to-back and lost both those, so I had to win out the last 3 rounds. Played a Fiora. His name is From the Soul. He's actually someone that I interact with a lot on TikTok. He makes TikTok content, so everyone should check him out. I don't know if he makes content on other platforms, but I know him from TikTok. I forgot what his name. He had a funny tag, but when he sat down, I recognized him. And I was like, wait, are you From the Soul? And we were talking about TikTok and stuff. Then I played an Ezreal in one. And then my last round was a Lucian. It was actually Casanova from Turn 'em Sideways. That was one of the matches where I felt bad because I felt like I was really slow playing game 1. Not slow playing, but I wasn't playing as fast as I normally do just because I was out of practice. And like in my head, I'm thinking, oh my God, am I slow playing him? Is he going to go on his podcast and tell everyone this is your player we're slow playing? He's the worst thing ever. So that was definitely in my head, but it was cool playing him. It just sucks it had to be on kind of an exit round or like a win and in. We had good conversation after the match. He gave me some stickers and goodies for Turn 'em Sideways and stuff. And then day 2 just completely crapped out. I was so spent. I lost both my games. First against Aurelia and then Draven. I think the game I played against Draven was like the worst game of Riftbound I played in my entire life. I just was not thinking straight and like kind of checked out. But my opponent was really nice and he was like, no, you did this right. And I was like, I just knew he was just being nice. I was like, in my head, I was just doing everything wrong.
I told you it happens day 2, bro. I told you.
Yeah, it's true. That's
you met your goal and then you went lax.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good. My advice was going to be if you play in an event, like if you get a competitor badge and you're wanting to get better, I would recommend playing all of day 1, regardless of your record, just to get like see what that fatigue is like, just to get the reps of like playing a long.
What do you do last round?
Say it
again.
What
do you do round 8? What do you do round 8 when you're going against an Ornn player or a Renata player?
You could scoop round 8 against Ornn or Renata. You can scoop against Renata if it's shared. Get that win.
There's people on Twitter saying that. Sorry, I'm gonna say this after. Finish your thought.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say like it's definitely fatiguing and it definitely impacts your play. So I would recommend if you go to like your first event competing and you go start 0-3 and you just want to drop, maybe stick it out, just play the games just to get the reps of like playing a long day. And then now I feel like my goal was day 2. Now like the next time my goal is gonna be day 2 again, obviously. But I wanted to like win a game in day 2. Like I wanted to feel good about it. So I think that's gonna like be my driving force next time. Is like my new goal is to get to day 2 with like high energy and like motivation and play well on the second day. But it was really good. Also met a couple other people I want to shout out. Gabe, that guy you know from TikTok, From the Soul, and then Q-Pop. She also goes by Danny. It's just funny because I met up with Gabe just because we talk a lot back and forth on TikTok. I got paired against Danny in the Nexus night and then paired against From the Soul in the main event. So it's just cool how like everything's connected and you meet all these people and then you look forward to seeing them at further events and stuff like that. But what were you going to say, Giant?
This is kind of under the subject of like having more incentives in the main event. Like you make day 2. Yeah, like add tickets, maybe tickets per win or something like that. Because people are upset at people just handing best of players wins if they're not in it anymore.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. Like I understand why you'd be upset about that. And then all these best ofs just make day 2 for no reason. Whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So even that aside,
making day 2 is kind of
about that part.
Because that means you had to give up a win when you're X2. So that's kind of crazy.
Right. Yeah.
Worse than that though is people cutting deals with best of contenders.
Yes, that too.
That's obviously not okay.
Yeah.
I heard about some of that.
Yeah.
But it does feel bad.
We need some form of incentive.
Yeah, because if you drop day 1, you could still plan some side events, but if you make day 2, you kind of miss out on a lot of opportunity to sign. Like you're out of the regional rebound because you had to start day 2 and then the event's already started. So it does kind of feel bad day 2. If you made it there, you kind of already gave up your day 1 for ticket wise. And now if you make day, like, so this is why I was kind of bringing up my day. We were talking about it. I was almost thinking about dropping because I made day 2 and I was like, that was my goal. I don't think I'm going to get the best of because like I was already looking at what the other Azir was. It's really hard to make top 64 going in with 2 losses. It's doable, but you have to play really solid on the second day. You'd rather obviously go in with 1 or 0 losses. So I was like, these things feel like out of reach, and I kind of want to play for tickets now. I want to do the rebound. You guys talked me out of it, which I'm glad you did. But it does bring up that point. Maybe on day 2, maybe you get to day 2, that's 10 tickets for everyone that made it, and then 5 tickets per win on day 2 or something like that. Even an incentive, I would have played out day 2 if there was tickets per win, because that would have been like my side event for the day, the rest of day 2. Which would have felt nice. And I don't know, I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter too talking about it, so maybe they will implement something like that.
I would love, like, if you can get to day 2, now you're getting tickets per win. Yeah. And also apparently like Lorcana does like top 16 promo card, top 32 promo card, top 64 promo card. Like they have a special card for all these different brackets that you're hitting, which I think would be like amazing.
Yeah, they should really do that.
That'd be so cool.
Sounds like,
yeah. I think more card rewards is definitely something that should be in this game.
Yeah.
Like we talked about it last time with like the Nexus Night packs need to have cooler stuff. I think events having cool stuff is another. It's just a way to, I guess, fuel the events and get make it so that people can keep on going. Because like we got the Bone Shiver, which is pretty cool. You could sell it and maybe get. I don't think it's gonna be that much. I have no idea how much that card's actually worth. But like if there are cool cards like that, then you can sell to then fund going to the next event. I know there's a lot of things like that. If they had actual cool playmats, you could sell those and maybe fuel going to next events. But so they do need to step up their promo game, I think.
David,
I'm kind of mad at the promos. You know, the Bone Shiver was cool the first time at the Vegas Regional, but getting it the second time felt a lot worse for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I wish it was. It looks like it's going to be like a promo per set, not per event.
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
It's a little lame.
But also,
Flesh and
how
Blood?
many people are going to every event in a set? Like, I feel like we're not the normal target. I don't know. Maybe there are actually a lot of people do travel for it,
but if there was a promo every event, maybe they would go.
True.
You know?
Yeah, Flesh and Blood had it where each night there was a Nexus night. They call it something else, but they had a Nexus night that gave a promo card that was only for that event. So you could actually get a playset of them.
See, that's
pretty cool.
That is cool.
That is dope.
Yeah, I was a big
and
fan
like,
of
how
that.
much does it cost to make a card? Anyone?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's got to be like in the $1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less than that.
Go on,
a
right.
lot less than that.
Yeah. Not even a penny.
It's true. In Vegas, I got 78 tickets from side events in Vegas. And it just, I don't know, it's tough because it's torn. I'm torn. The events are expensive to go to. You're paying for staying, for food, for Ubers, you know, it's like the flights, everything, it's expensive. So you want to like get some value out of the event. Part of me wants to compete, but it's really hard to make money competing because you either have to get a best of or top 8. But I want to compete as a competitor. But then the other part of me is like, well, I just want to farm side events because I still get to play the game and then I can actually make profit going here. Like our group got 3 medal cards in Vegas. And then, you know, most of us are competing in Atlanta and you miss a lot of time and you can't do the ticket farm. So it's like kind of torn. They need to make the main event have some sort of reward.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they will eventually.
That is the main event, right? It definitely should have a great reward
Dude,
system.
spending the entire first day, going in your second day, spending most of your second day and ending with nothing. That's crazy.
Just make it a big
Yeah.
side of like, yeah, just give it, even because we were saying tickets for day 2, make it day 1 too. Why not? Just like get,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think it's possible that especially towards like the later parts of that, you would get there and people would be like, "Hey, I'll give you my tickets if like you can take the tickets, I'll take the win," kind of a thing.
Ooh.
Like especially
maybe.
with best ofs specifically.
Yeah, maybe.
Not if they put a QR code on your badge and then it
True.
goes automatically based on your
Let's
account.
go.
Yeah.
You win
We
now,
gotta
Riot.
get paid for this
Wait.
idea. We gotta get paid.
I don't know how much time I think we're probably close to our time limit.
Oh,
The
yeah.
only last thing I wanted to talk about is
Sorry.
God. I saw a lot of people talking about adding one more round of Swiss on day 2. Because it's pretty hard to make the top cut. Like it's possible to make day 2 and have a 0% chance of making top cut because it cuts straight to top 8. So I'd be down for that. I don't know. Do you guys have thoughts on that?
Is there time for it?
I guess that's the thing.
No.
Like
It has to be a different.
my plane took off at what what time was it? Like 10, almost 11.
Yeah.
And so
I think
they
it
were
has to be
still.
not Swiss. Day 2. Like
What-
it needs to be like a bracket. Day 2.
Would that be faster?
So the two options are you can
I don't
add
know.
a 13th or you can add a 14th round of Swiss, or you can cut to top 16.
That too.
That also just
The
adds
only
another round.
difference is if you cut to top
Yeah.
16, that's more favored towards the person who's in first place because now they get paired against the person in 16th place. And if you add another round of Swiss, it's technically the first and second place player playing each other because it'd be by
Yeah,
seeding. You know what I mean?
But both ways add another game.
Yeah. True. I mean, yeah, you can't get around that.
But personally, I would rather just. I think top 16 sounds cool. Giving more people the chance at
Yeah.
that top cut seems interesting.
Yeah.
Like somebody could have just had a bad game and lost,
Yeah.
but they're like an insane player and they're gonna do like put on a good show in top cuts and they make like 16th place. Like that could happen with this top 8 system. You have no room. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. We didn't even get to talk about the finals and stuff. We're gonna have to do that next week, I think, because we just yapped on about our experience. But that's good, because I don't know. Are we at time?
Yeah, I
I
think so.
Start
Started.
recording. Yeah.
I'm ready to go to
anyone got
version.
Final remarks. Final remarks. We're all kind of dead. Like it was a long weekend. We played a
I'm
lot of
still
Riftbound.
like my mind is still dead.
Yeah, I
I'm
was at
just
work today and
fatigued, so-
didn't feel right. Like I was not. I had
Same.
to go on like walks. I was not. It's just so draining, but it's so much fun. We met a lot of cool people. There was a lot of good Riftbound. The finals were insane. A lot of lessons learned. We were testing in our Airbnb. We were going out to dinner. We had our phones propped up at Yard House, drinking beers and watching
Half
the
yard
top
beers.
8, like joking about.
And then we had a
putting it on the
box
TV.
battle. Or
We had a
whatever.
Bro,
box battle.
Jared!
We had yeah. We'll have to tell
It was
you.
You
fun.
about
missed
that.
the box battle.
We
Yeah.
cracked
So
boxes. We
good.
did our own sealed event. It was so sick. I love Riftbound.
That is
We had a
fun.
good time. Some of us are thinking about maybe going to Vancouver. Some of us are also thinking about going to Hartford. So we'll have more to talk
I
about
think it's
there.
too late for Vancouver.
Well, you never know. You never know. We can
Maybe.
see what happens. But for this week, that's it. We got Unleashed coming out soon over the next week. In our next episode, we'll probably talk about
Events.
pre-released events. Yeah.
Send me your Rengar
Uh,
lists.
Giants playing Rengar. I'm thinking of Diana. David's on Yi or Poppy for some reason. Jared.
Boopy.
Jared's on Jin. So we'll have
Yep.
more to talk about on that.
On gin and juice.
But I think that's it. I think we're at time. We yapped on long enough. Thanks for watching. We're the Pit Crew. If we met you, it was cool. And we'll see you next time. Peace.